because is she ready? What's happening? Are you banging your head against the wall? So she may have always put her husband or her children first. And this is the first time in her life she's ever been able to put herself first, to see what it feels like to have this level of freedom, to not have, I don't want to say she's using you, but you're giving away your masculine value. So what would I advise you to do? I would advise you. Ah, hello, everyone. This is Sevilla. I love, and this is Otis. And here we are on this channel, getting back to living and loving life again after a major life altering loss, such as being widowed. So Otis is going to stand by and keep us company while we talk about some very important things. So hang on. Okay, so today I want to talk to the men that are dating a widow. And those of you that may be struggling with whether or not you should keep investing in this woman or not, because is she ready? What's happening? Are you banging your head against the wall? So let me share a question that was shared publicly on the channel in one of my videos, and I'm going to read it to you. So hang on so you can hear what we've got, and then I'm going to respond. So Wood Turner's Wonders says, I'm really frustrated and depressed. I'm totally in love with the widow. Her husband has been gone for over 3 years. We get along great and share a hobby that really binds us together. She always says she's not ready and may never be ready. She doesn't want to be exposed to grief again should something happen to me. Also, her husband was a little controlling and held her back. She's found some new freedoms that she didn't have before and feels like she might have to go back to being controlled again should she get into another relationship. I assure her that I am not that way and I want to foster her growth and lift her up. She keeps telling me not to wait for her and to look for someone else, and even offered to help me write my profile for a dating site. This really depresses me. She's 67 years old and I'm 74. I'm always getting her things to make her life easier. I've come to love her and her grandkids and showered them with things for Christmas. What can I do? All right. Well, thank you for sharing that question because I think it reflects what many people are going through. Whether you're a man dating a widow or a woman dating a widower, it's, how long do you stick around? It's the number one question I get. And every situation is different. And so I may address this question differently with different people. It depends on the widow and how they're behaving and interacting and what their plan and goals are for the future and their desire. And I want to talk to you, Wood Turner, based on your presented circumstances. I feel for you, number one. I can hear how much love you have for this woman. It sounds like you guys have a lovely time together. You really enjoy your hobbies. And when you're together, it's really great. I don't know, and you didn't share the depth of your intimacy together, like how much of herself she is truly sharing with you. And so that would be useful information to understand what she is putting into the relationship and what she's getting out of it. So I'm just going to have to assume that you're cutesy, cuddly, kissy, maybe had an interlude or two, but for the most part, she's keeping you at arm's length. So I'll just hold that there. This woman is telling you, Wood Turner, the truth. When she says, and I'm going to speak from a feminine perspective, and women listening to this, I want you to weigh in on this and your opinion, what you would tell Wood Turner in the comments below, based on your perspective as a woman. A lot of women who were married for many, many, many years, that maybe weren't in the greatest of relationships, many of them spent their lifetime in service to their husbands, to their children. And when they eventually end up on their own, they don't want to be tied down again. Because this is just the truth. And if you have a different opinion, please say so. But a woman carries a lot of unique responsibilities in a marriage and in a relationship. And particularly for my older generation, where women held more often a traditional role, she may have waited hand and foot on her husband for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. She may not have felt the love and appreciation that she would have liked to have had. She may have always put her husband or her children first. And this is the first time in her life she's ever been able to put herself first, to see what it feels like to have this level of freedom, to not have to wake up and say, honey, what do you want to do? And then do what he wants to do. It might be her first time. And she's loving that. And she doesn't want to give it up because maybe the type of woman that she is, any guy she's going to be with, she's going to play that role. She's going to naturally fall into that role. And she knows that about herself. And she doesn't want to do that. Now, could she do it differently? Possibly. Now, you guys are also both older in your years, but she's significantly younger than you. Now, statistically, I'm not going to pull any punches here. Statistically, you'll pass away first because of your age. Now, that's not necessarily true. I see surprises happen all the time. You live to be 100 and she passes away in 5 years from now. So this does happen too. But statistically, it's not on your side in terms of her fear being unfounded that you would pass away first. Now, you guys are good friends and you hang out a lot. So if you died first, she'd still be sad because she does like you. She does care about you. She's allowed you closely enough in her life. But here's what I want you to hear. Now, if I were to tell you a story the other way around, that let's change the genders on this. So let's say it's a woman and she's dating the widower and they get together. She's giving him all these things. She's giving of her body. She's giving him sex whenever he wants it. And she's bringing him cookies and helping him around the house and making sure he has enough food to eat and all the things that maybe a wife would do. Okay. But he's not giving back to her. But he's calling her and connecting with her whenever he wants what he needs from her. Now, you might look at that guy and go, hey, buddy, that lady deserves a little more from you than that. That's not right, just to be having a booty call. So I'm going to be a little generally gender bias here because I want to speak to a generality. Again, it's not true for all people. But let's think about this context. When a man and woman are in relationship and one of them cheats, okay, a woman will tend to cheat for emotional connection. Okay, she'll cheat for emotional connection and romance or whatever that is. A man is more likely to cheat for sexual gratification. Okay, it's not always true. These are generalities, but research supports this as a general truth. And so, given these two qualities, that a woman seeks emotional connection, that means that's the value and reward she's looking for in a relationship. The value and reward that a man might be looking for is the sexual gratification. Okay, I'm not trying to minimize people, but just work with me here. Then what I want to propose to you, woodworker, is that what you're giving to her, all of the emotional support, helping with the kids, being there to provide, fix-it service or friendly, handyman stuff, a shoulder to cry on, you're doing the equivalent to her that a woman would be if she were giving away her sexuality to a man that wasn't valuing and appreciating her. Does that make sense? I don't want to say she's using you, but you're giving away your masculine value. You're giving away your precious masculine gifts of provision, protection, care, containment, safety. You're giving those things away to a woman that is from what you describe, not giving you back her respect, her devotion, her devotional, the devotional respect that a woman would give when she looks up to the man and says, that's my guy. He's my protector. He's my best friend. I want to show him off to everyone, to all the women. That's my guy, and I'm proud of him. Right? And I don't hear you're getting that from her. So you're giving of yourself with all the love and good intention in your heart. And you think if you give her enough, if you're there for her enough, if you show how well you can care for her family, what a good provider you can be in these ways, that you'll win her heart over, and that maybe she's just too broken to love again, but you can love her so well that she'll recover and she'll want to be with you. And I don't believe that that's true with this particular woman, woodworker. She doesn't want to give up her freedom. And I believe her when she said she doesn't want to get hurt again and have to say goodbye again. But my sense, my spidey sense, says that this isn't the relationship that you offer her, isn't what she wants from anyone. She may truly want to keep this level of independence for the rest of her life because she's darn well enjoying it. I've seen this with a lot of older ladies. They're happy to be on their own now and not have to take care of a man. Now, the way we care for one another is different, but she did a lifetime of that. She doesn't want to do anymore. And I know you're saying, I'm here to take care of you. I'm here to provide. I'm here to lift you up. And I believe you. I believe you have all that to offer and more. You sound like an amazing man. And she can't receive it from you in a way that she can return in equal measure back to you. So what would I advise you to do? I would advise you, and especially, okay, especially, and women weigh in on this. She told you she would help you write your profile. Okay. That is a woman that does not want a future with you. We're a little protective and jealous by nature of the men that we have. It's a biological imperative, I want to say, because we want to know that that man, from a biological perspective, okay, it doesn't matter if we're past our childbearing years. I'm just talking about that instinct that comes out of us, is that that's my man, and I want to lock him down so that he's not out there taking care of any other women, okay, and spreading the provision to them because I need to protect myself and my children that he has sired. Okay, so this is just a biological imperative. So we're a little jealous in that way. We're not, if we're in love with you, we are not going to offer you help with your dating profile. Women, tell me if I'm wrong. The only time a woman does that is when you have been friend zoned. And I don't want to be harsh with this, but you need to hear what may be the truth. She does not want a commitment or a long-term romantic relationship with you. What you're offering, she is accepting, but she doesn't want to return it to you. And she's not going to. You sound like a good man. And cutting your losses here, healing your heart, and turning those affections towards a woman, because believe me, there's a lot of women out there that would love to have a man like you. Women, let me know. Tell me this guy doesn't sound great. Okay? Let me know in the comments. That sounds like a great guy. Should he move on? I say yes. And how do you stop your heart from loving someone? Well, you might need to talk to somebody to help you get through this, to understand why you want to pour your heart out and give all of your masculine gifts of provision and care and protection and safety and your all the things that you provide to somebody who's clearly never going to give it back to you. Maybe little breadcrumbs here and there. That's not enough. You need more than that. You deserve more than that. So I would recommend that you find someone to talk to, a therapist, a good therapist, not just any therapist. Find a good recommendation to help you move past this and to invest in a woman that's going to invest in you and not just be the milkman, but what do we call it? The milkmaid. You don't need a milkmaid in this regard. The milkman. You need a partner, and you deserve to have one. Where do you find those? Well, that's another question. But I recommend hanging out where women go and meeting them there. Sorry, my phone went off. Meeting them there. Take a cooking class. Go for walks in a park with a dog. Dogs are great. Dogs are good, disarming. Tell people that you want to date. Let friends and family know I'd love to meet a nice lady. Let people connect you and hook you up. It's very hard dating on the internet. Look for people that are within your age range. So they're not looking at you like you're going to die tomorrow. You want to look at somebody that's within your age range that says, hey, man, we've got a few good quality years left in us and we're going to use them, dang it. And we're going to have a good time and we're going to throw caution to the wind and enjoy ourselves. And who cares how much time we have left, right? Because you could live to be 100. We don't know. And in very good health. Thank you very much. But if you're going too much younger, they're either going to see you as a resource and accordingly take from you and not give you back what you deserve. Or you find someone that has things in common with you that just doesn't want just friendship and that isn't offering to write your dating profile. That's being friend zoned, woodcutter. And you deserve better than that. So weigh in the comments what you think this guy should do. I wish you very good luck. Take care of yourself first. You honor yourself. Good man. A good man. A good man deserves a good woman who loves him back.